Good morning, everybody.
You should say something like, I bet your little sister
I know
wanna
this
look
not
like
our
me.
music,
I bet
but
your little
I
brother
had to
wanna
play it
fuck like
because
me. I mean, that's
we
what,
got a city
like, if
girl
I was
judge
a
here.
female, I would
Okay.
say it like that.
Good
You need
morning,
more
everybody.
energy
How are
because
ya?
it's not
Please hit that
fair.
like and subscribe button.
I bet your little. I bet your little sister wanna look like me. There you go. I bet your little sister wanna look like me. I bet your little brother wanna.
So we done with that. Okay. Y'all know it's hard for me to listen to that type of music. but but it's but it's for the occasion, okay? The title of this foolery today, okay? The title of this foolery today is City Girls Are Down Bad, okay? The title of this foolery today is City Girls Are Down Bad, okay? Judge now face up to 60 years in prison, okay? We're going to discuss the foolery this morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly, okay? I got a new phone. I'm trying it out. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Thank you. Okay, also, if you see me clearly, the picture is not fuzzy or anything like that, put a 2 in the chat for me. If the picture is good, if the picture is good, put a 2 in the chat for me. Okay? If the picture is good, put a 2 in the chat for me. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good morning. Good morning. Trouble is here. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. You look good, honey. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's get into the foolery. Okay. So before we start, let's get in here and get those, I appreciate y'all for coming. Steven was here first. What's up, Steven? Derek, how are you? Okay. Is that Ellis? The Ellis? I'm sorry, baby, if I said your name wrong. Please forgive me. Ruby, I see you. Green beans, my troublemakers in the house. How are you? I decided. What's up, baby? What's going on, baby? Okay, who else we got in here? Isaiah, how you doing? Star, what's up, baby? Who else we got in here? Let's see. Okay, so we good. I got everybody. Hopefully I got everybody. Please forgive me if I didn't. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay, let's get into the nonsense. So check this out. China has been on a rampage, y'all. China has been on a rampage. I know y'all saw the foolery on social media. China has been on a rampage, letting y'all know where your true name brand stuff come from. See, if you're not in the clothing business, you don't really know where this stuff come from. You understand? When we started having our own family business, I kept saying, how's all this stuff look like the original stuff? And my king said, he started laughing. He said, so you telling me you didn't ever know that they make the stuff and they just put the label on it and ship it over here? I said, honey, he said, yeah, that's what they do. Now, as us being in the clothing business, I think it's like, 4 or 5 years now. My husband's business, I think it's 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, it's 5 years now. So the people that we deal with, they send you like a whole bunch of stuff in a catalog, and you got to buy, when you have a business, you have to buy bulk. You can't buy like, oh, I could buy 10, 12, stuff. You can't. You got to buy, it's either 100 or to 500 or 1,000. Okay. So your stuff, like when they deliver our stuff, is like a big crate they drop in front of the house, and then we have to offload it and stuff like that and bring it into the house. Baby. I was like, this is not right. I told my husband. He said, yeah, this is what y'all be paying for. This is what y'all be paying for. So the thing is, you could buy the same bag without the label, and it's still the bag. It's just the label they get from Italy. Can you imagine? They get the label printed from Italy. So now they can label the bag Italy. They get thread from Italy. So they label the bag Italy. They get the locks and stuff from the bag from Italy. Italy makes a certain type of metal over there. They get the bag, the metal from Italy, and Italy ships it to China, and China links it onto the bag, so they label the bag Italy. Y'all is just paying for the name. Okay, now some of y'all had already known that. Okay, y'all was not foolish like me when we first started when we first started the business, because I was like, why is the thing? It looks similar, you know. And my king was like, long as they don't put the label, it's not similar. Because I kept wondering, why is our stuff always getting stopped at custom? That's what I kept saying. Like, why is it always getting stopped? And because they wanted to see if labels were on the bag. And if the label was not on the bag, they released the items. And none of our stuff came with the label. Even down to the long train jacket, that we sell with all the rips and stuff in them, like everybody wears it. But on Etsy, those things cost $117. But we only charge $50 for this jacket, because we know how much we got for this jacket. So we not trying to break anybody's pockets. But when you buy it from the other sister websites that we work with, we have to make it a little higher because they take a good percentage of the money. So when we started the business, I was like, damn, they robbing us. That's what I was like, they robbing us. Some of us who get in here and buy these Birkin bags and stuff. The Birkin bag actually costs just $1,300. That's it. But y'all be in there paying that $38. Okay? But it's only $1,300. But y'all be getting in there paying that $38 because it got the name on it. Just like Michael Kors. Just like Michael Kors. But this brother gonna break it down. He gonna break it down. China is getting greasy, honey. They getting greasy. Here we go. I want y'all to hear the video. Here he go.
At Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Beauty from Italy. The second is Wine High from Germany. And the third is us from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? The thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil au Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. Edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. A package. Now this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But
90% of the price is paid for the logo. Only 1,400. The bag actually, to get it made, is only 14. Okay? That's it. But you're paying 38 for this bag, a Birkin bag. So you're paying 90% for just the name. See, labels matter in the United States. Labels matter. Okay. Hey, Tracy, what's up, baby? Labels matter. And so we get out here and we get fooled. But China is coming, baby. They coming with that smoke, honey. They coming with that smoke. They letting y'all know what's really going on. They have never said it before. Only some of y'all who are wise knew this. I didn't know it either. I did not know it either. I thought maybe in another, another nation does, the name brand stuff. But no, all the stuff come from China. It just certain parts come from Italy, France, and stuff like that to make the bag what it is. But that's it. Just the material. The material comes from China, but the thread, the links on the bag, France and Italy. Ain't that crazy? Y'all paying all that money for no reason. Oh my God. So anyway, we done with that one. I want us to talk about something. Oh God, this is so hard. I want us to talk about something. So y'all know new evidence is coming out about Anthony, right? Okay, in Austin. New evidence is coming out about Anthony in Austin. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm trying to put don't disturb. Okay. So new evidence is coming out about Anthony in Austin. Okay. And it's getting wild out here. Okay. Now, this is what I want to ask my subscribers. This is what I want to ask y'all. If a child is not raised with their father, okay, and the mother has just a little control over the kids, right? Will the children grow up to be monsters? Put it in the chat, yes or no. Put it in the chat, let me know. Because we talk about this with our own children, okay? Our melanated children, we talk about this. When our children are not raised with their father and the mother has, good morning, 18, and the mother has just a little bit control over the children, do the children grow up to be monsters? We have to talk about that. Because we say this with our own. We say if the father is not there, the kids grow up to be monsters. Okay. Now, I'm not shining nothing. I'm not saying that anybody is justified. Okay. So now, check this out. New evidence is coming out about Austin's family. Okay. That the father does not live in a home. The father did not raise those children. The mother raised those kids on her own. Okay. The father has an essay charge. The father has a bad history. Okay. This is the Caucasian family. Okay. Which the social media and the news have not put into play. They have not put that out. They went straight after Anthony and still got the information wrong because Anthony grew up in a 2-parent home. He lives in a stable house. His mother and father been together 17 years. He is the 4th child. Okay. He is the oldest of 4. So they didn't put that out. You only hear one side of the story. He has to come tell you this. Even if you don't like it, that's your business. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Because we say when our children, melanated children, are not raised with their father, they're monsters. They're monsters if they're not raised with their father because they don't know accountability. They don't understand how to regulate their attitude. They don't understand that daddy has to give correction. So we say this about our melanated children. So we have to say this also about Caucasian children too. If the father is not there and he's not in a king mindset, the children will grow up horrible. And so from the history, Austin's father was not there. This is why they're saying that there is how do you say that? Is that GoFundMe? 2 GoFundMes. Okay. The mother got one and the father got one. And it's not supposed to be like that. It should just be one GoFundMe. Okay? We all know that, right? Because they're under one household, right? That's what it's supposed to be. But they're not under one household. The mother and father are not together. But I will share this with y'all. That still does not excuse Anthony from shanking this boy. It still doesn't excuse Anthony from shanking him. I'm not going to get in here and be like, yeah, Anthony was right. We have to get into the meat of the story. So we're going to hear it as the time go on. We'll find out the truth of what really happened. Okay? So I'm not going to get in here and be like, yeah, Anthony was right. I still can't say he was right because he took a life. And any other man who get in here and do something like that, or young man, I wouldn't agree that they took a life. I wouldn't. Now, somebody was trying to clown me about the young man who was in the subway in New York. Do y'all remember Michael Ealy? I hope I'm saying his name right. Neely. And may his soul rest in peace. But he came on a train. He bullied everybody, told them he was going to take their life, okay? And the Caucasian brother, okay, came in there to try to protect everybody on the train. Now, was he excessive? Yes, he was excessive. I'm not going to get in here and say he wasn't, because once he subdued him, he could have let him go. They could have tied them up, like the people could have helped together to tie the boy up till the police came. I don't know where the police was in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that Michael Ealy did not have to, am I saying his name right? Michael Neely did not have to die. He didn't. He didn't. I'm not going to get in here and say the Caucasian man was right. But our child was down there trying to hurt people. And he has a record of hurting people. Okay? He has a record of hurting people. So they had locked him up for that. So he's frequently in the subway. The family came out crying and everything. Y'all remember, right? But I couldn't believe the family because the child has been in the streets for God knows how long. Okay? Once he got grown, and his mama passed away when he was young. He had a horrible history, and the family should have put this boy in some type of program and helped him because he watched his mother, okay, get sent to glory by her boyfriend. So they should have got him some help, not just let him continue to do whatever he wanted to do. That's what I was mad with. And then the family came out crying. How can you cry when nobody checked on this boy? This boy was doing drugs. He was doing this. He was doing that. Okay? And y'all could have saved him when he was young. So that's what made me upset. I didn't agree that this Caucasian man deleted one of our sons. I don't agree. But our son was not supposed to go on the train trying to talk about he going to delete everybody on the train. Okay, Stephen is right. This brother was in crisis. He was. So anyway, let's get to the foolery. A brother came on social media and he dissected this nonsense all over social media. And so I want y'all to hear his breakdown of Austin family. I want y'all to hear the breakdown of Austin family. And because in social media, if this was the black father that I shouldn't say black, if this was the melanated father, okay, if this was the melanated father, it'd have been all over social media that the father was accused of SA and also that he has a criminal background. It would have been all over social media. But because it is the Caucasian father, they did not put it all over social media. So I want y'all to hear the breakdown of what this content creator said. And let's get in here and hear the foolery. Now, this is going to be like he got a little song going to it. It's a little dorky. I don't know why he put a song in it. Another content creator is in it too. So they're both breaking it down together. But one is singing the Brady Bunch song. I don't know why, but we going to get into it. Okay. So we got to at least get in here and tell both sides. Now, do I agree that Anthony took Austin out, I don't agree. Because I'm a mother. I'm a mother. I wouldn't want my son sent to glory. I can't get in here and side with y'all. I can't. Some of y'all be like, yeah, he got what he deserved. I can't because I'm a mother. I'm a mother. That hurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think bullying means death. I just don't. I don't think bullying means death. Now, anybody, y'all can think what you want to think, and that's fine. But take heed does not believe bullying means death. Okay? So we going to have to agree to disagree on that. Okay? Let's get into the nonsense. Here we go. Here we go. So it's going to be the Brady Bunch song.
Here's the story of a girl named Megan who was young, single, and ready to leave home. Had no idea of how she was gonna do it, but her plan was to leave. Then one day, Megan met Jeff. He saw her and knew it was right. The first words was, girl, you thick as cold grits. Can I have your number? Megan said to Jeff, what are you saying? Are you saying that you like me? He said, yes, if I can get your number, I will call you soon.
We clown too much on these social media streets. Here we go. Oh my God. Why you got to go through the whole Brady Bunch song? Here we go.
I'm a realtor here in Texas. That's what Jeff said to Megan. Megan eyeballs had the dollar sign and said ching ching. And she knew she was the one who was gonna get a new house and an umbrella that said security. That Megan thought that she found the one and everything alright. The relationship went good for a while, and then Megan came to say, she said, Jeffrey, I think I may be pregnant with not one but two. Jeffrey said, what the fuck are you talking about? I have a career and this is not what I want. Megan said, you should have used a Jimmy, and I'm keeping these kids.
And look, I'm showing the last part of that clip at the end of this video, and it looks like he had...
So apparently the Caucasian family, the father did not want these two boys. This is what, the song is trying to say. That the father did not want to have children with this woman. Okay? He didn't want to have these twins. That's what I guess the song is trying to say. Allegedly. Yes, Stephen, thank you. Allegedly. The song is too much now. Come on now. All right, so here come the content creator coming in and talking about it. Here we go.
Those SA charges. And just to remind y'all, on this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable. So if you're not racist, this belt is not for you. Now, look, my people, we can no longer trust these news outlets. We have to start using these platforms ourselves to bring awareness. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of them. See, they want us to get caught up in entertainment and overlook all the real issues that's going on in our community. So we have to start being more self-reliant. And look, by now, y'all know me. I was doing more research, and I can't believe I overlooked it.
I gotta stop something real quick. Hold on. Green beans, are you clowning me? Are you clowning me, green beans? Are you clowning me? Are you clowning me because I have a choker on? What happened? Are you clowning me? See, I told you you're going to get de-wrenched today. You're going to get de-wrenched today. Keep playing. You're going to get de-wrenched today. Okay? You're going to get de-wrenched today. You're going to get that ass de-wrenched today. Okay? You know a team is here. You're going to get that ass de-wrenched today. Keep playing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait a minute. Miss Straight Up No Chaser, no, he would not do that. Don't get in here. Don't get in here. Your ass too. Your ass too. I will de-wrench your ass too. You and green beans today, damn it. Talking about, I look nice in my choker. Doesn't the jury match, damn it? Don't the jury match? I be getting in here trying to make sure my jury matching shit. At least I don't be coming up here looking bummy and shit. You got some women that come up here looking bummy as hell. At least I take time to look nice, damn it. Don't get in here. Don't be trying to hate on my style. Don't get in here. Cause my husband said I be looking good. I don't get in here. Don't get in here. Now I'm gonna listen to what my husband say. Don't get in here. He always tell me, baby, you know you look good, baby. Don't start. Don't start, Green Bean. I will de-wrench that ass today. You and Miss Straight Up No Chaser. I will de-wrench y'all ass today. Damn it. Can't just be nice. Can never come up here and be nice. Miss Straight Up No Chaser said he would not do that. I don't listen. I done had enough of y'all asses. I done had enough. Okay? I'm so tired of y'all too. I'ma de-wrench both of y'all asses today. When you come back tomorrow, those wrenches won't be there. Okay? Tired of y'all ass. Let's be serious. Let's be serious in this bitch today. Be serious in this bitch today. I'm tired of y'all. Both of y'all. Damn it. Just twins in here doing bullshit in here all the time. Now let's get to the damn video. Here we go. Oh my God.
Where are the tapes?
He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like because they have personal items there.
I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have? What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet and he murdered my son by stabbing him in the heart. The guy was in the wrong place. They asked him to move.
Damn, the audacity. This woman sat there and basically said that Carmelo was under that tent to steal, that he came under that tent to sit there and steal. Make it make sense. And this dude said these words. Let's read. He said, I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have? What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet. So I said, wait. Let's start off with the knife first. I'm going to say this again. In the South, black and white young men carry pocket knives like they carry cell phones. You even have people.
And I want to say something else. Now 18, that's mean 18. I see what you did. That's mean 18. Okay. Now I want to say something to y'all real quick. Okay. 18. Thank you, baby. Want to say one more thing to y'all real quick. So everybody keeps saying that it was a knife, but it was actually a pocket knife. And most people carry pocket knives, okay? And they were not at, and I thought they were at school. I thought they were at school, but they were just at the track and field, okay? So nobody, you know what I'm saying? He was on, and I don't even know if this was school grounds. This was track and field. So not all track and field are connected to the school, okay? Like some privileged places, the track and field, like over here in South Jersey, right? We have a track and field that's not even connected to the school, okay? So anybody can go there, okay? So I was like, nah, they was on the school grounds, and that's not true. So they were in a track and field. They had refs there. It should have been like coaches and stuff like that. Also, another thing too, Carmelo was there. Oh, I got his name right. Thank God. So he was there, but he wasn't actually under the tent. Okay. He was on the side where people like the people who is battling the other team. So he was on their side. He wasn't on his side. I don't know why he wasn't on his side, but he was in the bleachers. So he didn't get under the tent. He was by the tent. So that's how all this nonsense started. Okay. They also try to make it seem like he was like some tough kid. Now, the first two cops that dissected the foolery, shout out to Messy Michonne, because I was in her chat yesterday. The first two cops that dissected the foolery. Okay. First two cops that came up and reported the foolery, they didn't say that Carmelo, okay, Anthony was crying. He was crying. He said that they jumped him. He was saying he was trying to protect himself and this and that. So they didn't put that in. The third cop said he was crying when they found him and everything like that. And he was like real like just like with so much remorse. He was crying so hard because something like this has never happened. But the first two cops was making it seem like he was like some tough kid, and he, he said his name is some ghetto hood name or something, like he broke his name down or something. So they made it seem like the boy was some hood kid, and he wasn't. The boy was crying. They couldn't stop him from crying. Okay? That's what the third cop said. So shout out to Messy Michonne. Y'all go check that video out that she did yesterday. Okay? Shout out to Messy. But let's continue with this right here. We're going to get in here. Here we go.
Pocket knives to church because you never know. Tell me I'm lying. And see, that knife is not the important part. Why did your twins attack Carmelo? Why did your twins touch Carmelo?
Also, wait a minute. I see what Green Beans put. This was my stance. Even though I came out with my story earlier, my stance was it was wrong for this boy to have died. That's what my stance was. And I still believe, and nobody can change my mind, bullying does not mean death. I don't care what anybody say. Bullying does not mean death. Bullying mean get your ass whooped. That's what bullying means. Nobody can change my mind for that, especially a 17-year-old boy. I would never want no one to come tell me that my son got sent to glory. So you can't sign me up for that. Anybody who have children and you believe bullying mean death, you a problem. You a problem. Because every child get bullied and every child becomes a bully. So nobody can sign me up and be like, yeah, take heed agrees with, bully you being a bully dying. No, I will not get in here and be like, yeah, bullying, you supposed to die. No, I'm not. I'm not one of those mamas. I don't care what color the child is. Nobody wants to hear their child died. Okay. So even though we're going into the story just a little bit. Okay. Because we got to still get out the truth too. We got to still get out the truth. But you will never take heed to agree that bullying means dying. Okay. So let's continue. Green Bean's trying to start some trouble. Here we go.
We should be asking. And then you had the audacity, you had the nerves to diss Carmelo's parents. And I told you, Jeff, you can't be doing that, man. Pull up the files. Jeffrey Metcalf, in 1984, you were speeding. In 1992, you were speeding again. In 2011, you caught the essay charge, which was a second-degree felony. Now, let's go back to those questions, but this time, let me ask you.
So the speeding tickets, the essay charge, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they're trying to say. The father is a criminal, okay? So the speeding tickets, people get speeding tickets, okay? The essay charge, that's not good. That's not good at all, okay? And we don't know the juice of the story of the essay, but we just gonna let this brother continue to cook. Here we go.
What kind of parents did those twins have? What was they taught? And look, I know it's the past, but you have to realize if Carmelo's dad had these charges, even if just speeding on his record, it will be all over TV. It will be all over social media. That's why on my channel, I just keep the same energy, partner. This family and the news outlets are trying to sway the jury right now with faces. He thought that he can wear a shirt that says God over all things and another shirt that says faith over fear without me noticing the scam. And not just that, the media is so cold with it. You had the cameraman zooming in and out just to show people what his shirt said. So you'll have people saying, oh, he's very religious. Oh, he's telling the truth. I'm telling you, the media is cold. But the rabbit hole gets deeper. Check this out. See, we all know that she hates.
Now he right about that, because once you mention God, anybody mention God, you believe that they righteous. You always believe that this person is righteous if they mention God. But you got to remember, people can mention God, but their actions will be off. Like you'll be, wait a minute, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But where we just sitting and we watching. We sitting and we watching. Okay? So let's continue. Here we go.
Husband. But guess what? He raised 340K. She only raised 170K. So I said all that to say this. Everything you saw on those news outlets in those interviews from this family was all acting, was all Hollywood. I mean, of course they sad that their son died, but if you want to be for real, it was all competition.
And I don't want to hear that, oh, they of course they sad because their son died. No. Yes, they're sad. Their son died. Regardless if the parents were not together, it's still wrong that the boy died. That's what I'm trying to say. I know some of y'all like, nah, he deserved it. This is what bullies do. But one of y'all in my chat right now was a bully back in the day. Some of y'all was bullies. Some of y'all got bullied. And so you believe that the bully's supposed to die. Then some of y'all would not be here today. Take Heed would be one of them. I would not be here today. So bullies are not supposed to die. They supposed to get their ass whooped. That's what's supposed to happen. You supposed to teach a bully a lesson by getting their ass whooped. That's what you do. Now, I know y'all like, well, it was both of them. It was both of them. Listen to me. A lot of people, we got jumped by 2-3 people. A lot of us in this chat got jumped by 2 or 3 people. Do you hear me? Okay? Got jumped by 2 or 3 people. I got jumped before. My mama made me track down every girl that jumped me in the bathroom. Every girl. My mama said, I don't care where they at. I don't care where they at. You better get them. And mind you, I got my ass whooped. Them girls whooped my ass. Did I deserve it? I was a troublemaker. I probably deserved it. Okay? I probably deserved that ass whooping. Okay? I probably deserved that ass whooping. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. But when my mama said, you better get them back, I don't care where you see them at. Okay? I remember my ass sprinting across Broad Street in broad daylight. Sprinting across Broad Street, seeing one of the girls who beat me up in the bathroom. She was with her mama. My mama said, drop those bags. I said, drop those bags. She said, yes, run across the street. Now, anybody know, if you from Elizabeth, that Broad Street is wide. Like the street is huge. Okay? So your small ass got to run across. No waiting for the truck. No waiting for the cars to stop. My mama made me run. She said, look both ways. I'm running this shit across the street. The girl see me coming. Baby. The girl see me coming. I run across the street. She runs behind her mama. Her mama called me all these names. And my mama was across the street. My mama screams across the street to the woman, if you touch my child, I'm going to come over there and beat the shit out you. And the woman stood back. And I put my hands up. And I told her, I said, yeah, now take heed to the message does not support violence. Take heed to the message does not support violence. I don't want them to take my channel down. I balled up my fist and I put in my stance and I rocked this bitch. I rocked her on Broad Street. Then when I got her on the ground, I whooped the hell out of her. Okay? Then my mama said, you done. Bring your ass back over here. And I ran back across the street, grabbed this stuff, and I looked at my mama. My mama was toxic. I looked at my mama. I said, Mama, did I do the right thing? She said, yes, girl, let's go. My mama wasn't a normal mama. She wasn't a normal mama. She was not, but I love my mama, but she wasn't normal. Okay? She wasn't a normal mama. I can't get in here and be, I never agree with my children fighting. I just don't like it because I know the downfalls of fighting. You know, when you young and your mama train you to fight, you turn into a beast. Especially if she whoop your ass if you lose. You understand? Like you already got beat up outside. Now you're going to get beat in the house. You know what I'm saying? And the whoopings were not an easy whooping. Okay? Now back in the day, I don't know. They probably would have called this abuse today. But my mama used to lock her legs. Okay? My mama was a big girl too. She would put your head between her legs. Now, I don't know if y'all ever got an ass whooping like this, but she would lock your head between her legs. Pull your pants down, because she used to tell you, I'm not going to whip my clothes, okay? Pull your pants down, got all the butt hanging out and everything. She'd tie your hands up in the back, like not tie them, but she hold her hands around your hands, okay? Hold her hands around your two hands and pull them up, okay? And then all she got, the one hand is free. She'll take that belt and hit you, pow, pow, like that, just like that, baby. You can't run. You can't run. You can't run. She'll lock you. And you know your head is there, so you don't want to get hurt. So you sit there, you take that ass whooping, okay? Now, right now, today, that's abuse. But back then, that was not abuse. That was an ass whooping, okay? And she hit you, bow, bow. You done got like maybe 7, 8, maybe 10 licks, okay? Now, she'll let you go. When you beat kids like that, take heed to the message does not support violence. Baby, I don't support violence. But when you beat kids like this, you create monsters. So now what happens when the next time you see that child who got that ass whooping? Baby, I was quick. When you beat me up, okay? Now take heed to the message does not support violence. I see my stream trying to act crazy. Take heed to the message does not support violence. But when you see children who had hurt you and you got a behind whooping because of them beating you up, when you see them again, okay? And I was quick to do this. My mama used to put these braids in our hair with the bobos. I would be snapping this stuff out my head. Do you know I was coming to get you? I would snap this stuff out my head because I didn't want my bobos to get lost. I'd take them things out my head. And I'll be ready and I'll thug it out. And baby, I wouldn't stop till I got you to the ground. And then my crazy behind would come home, tell my mama, I got her, Ma. I got her. And my mama would give me a high five. You see that? You create monsters. When you uplift that foolery, you create monsters. And I did not want to. I didn't want to with my kids. I never taught them how to fight until somebody came to challenge them. Then I had to teach them how to fight. And baby, I never fought fair. So do I blame those girls for jumping me? I don't. But they had to wear that ass whooping when I got them, though. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that, yes, trauma, that's what it was. That's what it was, baby. You ain't lying. When you go through stuff like that, and when it's time for you to fight, baby, you go to war. And that's what my mother was making. My mother was making monsters. Because me, all my brothers and sisters, we can thump. All of us can thump. Like, that shit be nasty. We can thump hard. And the women in my family, they got the same treatment. The boys, too. Same treatment. Because we all raised by the same. All my mama's sisters was copies of each other. Okay? So they raised all their kids the same. So all of us is like that. Like, we can thump. It's nasty. Okay? Don't even care. Don't even care. Don't fight fair. I can't even get up here and raise my hand and say I ever fought fair in my life. I've never fought fair in my life. You know how when you get somebody to the ground, you're supposed to stop? No, I was stomping them. Only time I stopped is when I seen blood. That's nasty. Take heed to the message does not support violence. Do you hear me? I do not support violence. Okay? And so I had to raise my kids different. I had to raise them different because I seen a lot of stuff. So do I agree with Anthony being jumped? I don't agree with him being jumped. I don't. It's wrong. But I also don't agree with him deleting somebody. So take heed will never agree with that. No matter how much evidence come out, I can never agree with taking a life. It's not right. Nobody should take anybody's life. God did not ordain you to do nothing like that. And the way Anthony was raised, he's going to have to deal with that for the rest of his life. He's going to have to deal with that for the rest of his life. The pain. You understand? The pain that he took someone's life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know we want to get in here and be like, yeah, he did the right thing, but this boy gonna have to grow up with the pain of taking someone's life. This family has to continue to grow with the loss of their son. It's not right. Regardless if the father, the Caucasian father, didn't want the children. Okay, now that's all alleged. But regardless if he didn't want those kids, nobody wants to hear that their child been sent to glory, y'all. Regardless of what y'all want to feel and how other content creators are spinning it and getting upset, nobody wants to hear their child is sent to glory, and they just sent them just to a match, just to a school match, or a community match or something like that. You think that your child is coming home. So I won't never get in here and agree with y'all because of that, okay? And that might just be because of my past and me seeing the outcome of doing evil and hurting somebody. Some of y'all who agree with this boy being sent to glory, you don't have children. Some of y'all cannot have children. Some of y'all who agree that this boy is supposed to be sent to death, y'all don't have kids. Ain't no way you think that this is right. Because 1 or 2 times your own child has been a bully. Your own child has been a bully to somebody. And so if you agree that this is right, then when it happens to your child, I don't want to see you cry. I don't want to see you on social media talking about this is what happened. And they come out and say your child was the bully. Because you agree that just because this young man is Caucasian, that he's supposed to die. Y'all talking about some get back stuff. This is stupid. As a mother, you don't want to see children pass away. No parent desires their child to go before them. Anyway, let's get back to the story because you know how I do. We went into a whole rant because I'm running my mouth. Here we go.
Competition to see who can be more dramatic, who can earn the most money, make it make sense. And see, with this racist system, they try to play chess against our people. So that's why I always say sometimes you have to sit back, be quiet, and use your common sense. He's a real estate agent. He raised over $340K. He can do that. He can sell you anything. He can fake cry on demand. He can fake like he's mad on demand. He can say, oh, I forgive him. He can do that.
Ain't no father fake on demand crying if their son died. That's not right. That's not right. Ain't no father going fake cry on demand. I don't agree with that mess. Let's continue. Here we go.
Man, because it's all acting. And she only raised $170K. I'm telling you, later on in this case, I'm going to keep watching. But that's going to be a problem because when the last time you saw one family had 2 separate GoFundMe accounts when one of their kids died? Make it make sense. But what they're really mad at, Carmelo raised over $400K, and today he got a bond reduction for $250K, so he's on the way home. And look, I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion, Carmelo can beat this case. This family is dysfunctional and divided. Carmelo's family has been together for over 17 years. I'm telling you, that plays a huge factor. A family that's together and have the support of the people, they can't lose. So to Carmelo's family, we stand with you. And just like I promised y'all, here's the other half of that clip. I'm out.
So prior to the big...
We're not going through that Brady song no more. So that's the end of the video because they're going back into the Brady song. I'm not doing that. Okay. And then mind you, I like the Brady Bunch. Y'all be doing too much. Okay. Y'all do too much on these YouTubian streets. Ain't no way. Now, so y'all heard the uncomfortable truth about the daddy. Okay. Alleged. Okay. But if this was the father, if this was the melanated father, it would have been all over social media. So the father has a background of essay in 2011. Okay. He has the background of an essay case in 2011. Okay. And if this was the melanated father, they would have had exposed this all over social media. And they would have said, oh, see, this is why. And if the father was not in the home, like the Caucasian father is not in the home. If the melanated father was not in the home, they would have had did that. And that's what they were trying to spin on Anthony, but that was not true. The daddy was there. Okay? The daddy has been there. The daddy has been raising him. They live in the same household. There's no separation. You know what I'm saying? So now we understand Anthony's background, that he was not the troubled child. Okay? Regardless if he had the peace be still, the fake peace be still, trying to be ghetto, lift his middle finger up, the Caucasian boys did the same thing. Okay. And I don't know why boys think that this is, this is the thing to do. I had to remind our son, don't do no shit like that, because your daddy gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Don't put nothing on social media. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or your daddy is crazy. That Nigerian blood, they hurt you. So I told him, he said, no, mama, I don't do no nonsense like that. I said, okay, let's make sure we understand. We on the same page. So the true troubled children were from the Caucasian family. Okay. Those were the ones, because the daddy was not in the home. The daddy allegedly didn't want the children. The daddy has a criminal background of SA. So they are the troubled children. But social media made it seem like they were the wholesome family, but they were not. So we have to get in here and tell the truth. Just like we get in here and say about our children, our melanated children, when the daddy is not there, we tell quick, nah, the child got a problem. We get in here, when we find out the daddy is not there, we say, nah, the child is this, the child is that. Y'all raising monsters. So the same thing, we have to bring the same smoke when the Caucasian family the father is not at the helm. Yes, if the mama is at the helm and the father did not raise those children, the children will have the same emotions as the mama. Just like we get in here and say about our melanated family. If the children are only raised with the mama, they will have the mama emotions. They will get disrespectful. They will not understand logic properly when they just raised by the mama. Their emotions will cloud the judgment. Okay? So that's the truth. But do I agree that Anthony took him out? I do not agree. You will never get Take Heed to agree to that. Okay? Take Heed will agree that bullying means an ass whooping, not taking a life. Because if that's true, none of us will be here today. Not even Take Heed. Take Heed would not be here today. Good morning, girl at night. How are you, honey? Now, let's get up here to sister. We're going to get the sister girl now, okay? We're going to get the sister girl. We about to switch over, y'all. We about to switch over. We're going to get the sister girl. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, okay? Because City Girl is in the house, honey. City Girl is in the house. Let's get in here to Pink Book Lessons and let her dissect this judge from Philly. She right over here next to me, okay? So this judge is getting 60 years. She about to get 60 years, baby. They about to throw the book at her, honey. And you know what? She's already up in age. So she just probably passed away up in there. Okay? A lot of stuff she was doing, and she's our sister. She's a melanated sister. This is the thing that hurts so bad. Y'all go to school to do all this, okay? And then to go to school because the man, you went to school, you did all the things you're supposed to do. Y'all got this city girl attitude. Y'all got this boss chick attitude, okay? And then when your man say he don't want to be with you no more because of this nonsense, you don't know how to be respectful. Even the husband, you was only married to him not even 2 years, okay? That he was like, I gotta get out of Dodge. And when he tried, you use that peace be still on him. And then the boyfriend, you did the same thing and try to act like you didn't know who shot him in the head. Ain't that crazy? But your reign is gone, honey. And all that education is gone too. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Anyway, shout out to Pink Book Lessons for dissecting this foolery. Let's get into the nonsense. Here we go. Now, y'all know it's going to be a commercial first. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons for always doing the damn thing. Gail at Night said the rest of her life, well, she is finally getting what she deserved. You can't do wrong and expect to get away with it. This is true. Uh-huh. Gail at Night said just the waste. She weaponized her education and status to be dirty, to be a dirty witch. Oh, that's nasty, Gail at Night. But Gail at Night probably know what really happened, baby. Because Gail at Night be on it, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And let me see. Sounds like a Lifetime story. It does, James. It does sound like a Lifetime story, but it's real. It's real. It happened right over here in Philly. And Pink Book Lessons about to get into it. Here we go.
This afternoon, many people surrounding the home, sharing hugs, as well as police and canines investigating the area. While the people involved have not been identified, property tax records show it is owned by Magisterial District Judge Sonia McNight. We did some digging and found that a PFA was filed against McKnight's husband, Enoch, back in October. In it, he is barred from McKnight's address. Additional court documents show just one day before the PFA was granted, Enoch was charged with simple assault, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief. The documents go on to explain he assaulted Sonia. We spoke with a neighbor who has lived down the street for 13 years. She also knows Judge McNight. She says she was asleep when it happened, but heard about it after being woken up by numerous phone calls.
So I want to stop right there. So that first incident, we're talking about the first husband, okay? Her husband of only close to 2 years. He came to the house to move his stuff out the house. And at the same time, when he was lifting a chair to move out because he was leaving, I guess that was his living room chairs or whatever, probably a lazy boy or something. He was lifting it to take it out the house. Okay. And with both hands, he had this thing. Okay. You know, you can't carry a chair, with one hand, damn it. So with both hands, he's carrying his chair and she takes out the peace be still and she bow. Okay. Now he did not pass away. He did not. Okay. He did not pass away. She made sure he didn't pass away. But because he wanted to leave and go live down south with his sister to be safe, the judge didn't want him to leave. So she, pow him. Okay. And then when the police arrived, she spin the whole story and say he was the one trying to break into the house and this and that, but she let him in the house. So she set him up. That's what the story they trying to tell in the beginning. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. Here we go.
It's right down the street from me. And it's just like, it needs to stop.
Now, the man that was shot is in stable condition. As for the woman that fired that shot, she is cooperating with police.
Somehow, this possessive woman thought she could control him. That was one of the main issues in the relationship. Then using her position as a judge to get him in trouble. We're talking about popping up to his job in his apartment, violating the restraining order, then reporting him for doing it. Getting him locked up twice after she stole his car, preventing him from going down to North Carolina with his sister. And now she had lured him over to her house to get furniture with a premeditated plan to do exactly what she did. But once again, he was the one treated like the suspect. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital where they had him stuck to the bed with an ankle monitor. Now, anybody with common sense could tell the judge was being conniving and manipulative. She twisted the whole story around as if there was a mutual dispute and somehow she had no other choice. But I guess common sense isn't so common in the Commonwealth. You have a man shot while moving a chair, mid-move, chair in hand, boom. And for the umpteenth time, all of her law enforcement partners protected her. They went on to justify the shooting and cleared her after being on paid administrative leave. In 2020, her then 33-year-old son was pulled over by police. He called his mama to his rescue. That's when Sonia pulled up, removed a pill bottle from her son's car, and started snapping on police.
Now, mind y'all, she already used her position as the judge for the first incident, okay? Now she's using her position as the judge for the second incident, and this is involving her son by taking evidence from his car. Okay. And the police pulling him over. So what was in the pill bottle that was so, that she had to go and reach for the pill bottle? Because if it's just regular medicine, so what? You know what I'm saying? So that means he probably had a street substance on him in his car. And so mama went there and did her thing and used her power and disgraced these cops and was like, I want your captain, da 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 da. So let's continue. Here we go.
Police chief to get down there. It was that incident that got her caught up and charged with official oppression and tampering with evidence after police accused her of interfering with the arrest of her grown behind 33-year-old son. The following year, she got off again. Sonia was acquitted of all charges and praised God on the steps of the courthouse.
I feel great. God is good.
Now, before she start praising God, y'all got to hear what she actually said. It was so crazy, y'all. The devil will reveal himself every time. You got to hear what she said. It was crazy, honey. Green beans, you can scroll up, right? You can scroll up. You don't have to stay here, right? I told you about this. You don't have to stay here. I'm not begging anybody to stay. Scroll up if the content bothers you. Scroll up if I'm boring you, okay? It's all right. No hard feelings. I'm not sad about anything, okay? If the content bores you, scroll up, okay? Everybody if the content aggravates you, scroll up, please, okay? I'm already on 7 days a week. So if you miss me, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get to see me, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm a big content creator, okay? So if the content bores you, it's okay. Just scroll up, all right? Now, I can't help that these are bad stories. These are sad stories. I cannot help that. This is what's on social media, okay? Talk to social media about it, or these YouTubian streets. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. Let's get back into it. Listen to what she say, y'all. Listen to what she say. The devil is real, y'all. Check this out. Here we go.
Yes, he's good. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Yes, God will intervene. Yeah, he will intervene, but he will also vindicate you. That's right. Of all righteousness. When you keep the faith and trust him.
Did you hear her say? Did y'all hear that? What she said? Let's do it one more time. Okay, here we go.
He said, no good thing will I withhold from you. So I'm grateful to God.
One more time.
Common sense could tell the judge was being conniving and manipulative. She twisted the whole story around as if there was a mutual dispute, and somehow she had no other choice. But I guess common sense isn't so common in the Commonwealth. You have a man shot while moving a chair, mid-move, chair in hand, boom. And for the umpteenth time, all of her law enforcement partners protected her.
They did.
They went on to justify the shooting and cleared her after being on paid administrative leave. In 2020, her then 33-year-old son was pulled over by police. He called his mama to his rescue. That's when Sonia pulled up, removed a pill bottle from her son's car, and started snapping on police, asking for the police chief to get down there.
Okay.
It was that incident that got her caught up and charged with official oppression and tampering with evidence after police accused her of interfering with the arrest of her grown behind 33-year-old son. The following year, she got off again. Sonia was acquitted of all charges and praised God on the steps of the courthouse.
She did.
I feel great. God is good.
God is good.
Yes, he's good. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Yes, God will intervene. Yeah, he will intervene, but he will also vindicate you. Of all righteousness.
Of all
when you
righteousness.
keep the faith and trust him. He said, no good thing will I withhold from you. So I'm grateful to God on this day
Oh my
for
God. She
believing
messed up.
in me and knowing that I did
messed
nothing
up.
wrong.
She messed up.
A magisterial district judge in Dauphin County will be suspended one more time after a run-in with Harrisburg police 3 years ago. Sonia McNight was acquitted of criminal charges after being accused of interfering with the arrest of her son in 2020. She spent more than 6 months suspended without pay in 2021 while that criminal case played out, then returned to the bench after her acquittal. But last year, the PA Court of Judicial Discipline ruled that McKnight had misused her power as a judge. And today it outlined McKnight's punishment, a 200-day unpaid suspension of which she's already served 190 days. McKnight will begin serving the remaining 10 days of the suspension on February 9th, then spend 1 year on probation and must not commit any further ethical violations.
The board will
must not commit anything further. Okay. 18, be nice. Release him now. 18, be nice. So, she's not supposed to commit anything further, right? That's what it is, right? But no, sister girl went in there for a third time, honey. You went to school all those years to get foolery done. You went to school all those years to get foolery. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Do you hear what I'm saying? You went to school for all that time. And you're a judge. You making money. You making nasty money. And you go and do some nonsense like this. It's stupid. It's stupid. To me, it don't look like you want to have a man in your life. The way you acting, you tried to take both men out that probably loved you. You tried to take two men out that probably loved you. And you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God.
Step in where they investigated her for ethics violations, from stealing time to forcing her employees to violate rules and laws, and even being accused of owing another woman nearly $2,100. But when that woman went to the court to file the complaint and submit her filing fees, to appear in small claims court, the city girl judge instructed her clerk to act like she never received it so the case would move forward. I mean, she had a slew of ethics violations and was eventually suspended. But while the investigation into those last set of accusations was going on, Sonia was arrested once again, this time for attempted homicide after getting dumped by her new boyfriend.
Suspended Harrisburg District Judge Sonia McNight arrested today and is facing some serious charges.
Here's the third time. Here we go. Hey, Renee, here's the third time. Nonsense. Here we go.
Shooting a man in the head last Saturday morning inside a home in Dauphin County. Fox 43's Robert Stover joins us now to break down the charges McKnight is facing and the timeline of events. Robert.
Oh my God.
Well, suspended Harrisburg District Judge Sonia McNight was arrested this afternoon and charged with attempted murder. McNight was also charged with aggravated assault. Tonight, Cumberland County District Attorney Sean McCormick says it's connected to a shooting last Saturday in Susquehanna Township. Sonia McNight was seen leaving the Susquehanna Township Police Department in handcuffs and leg shackles Thursday afternoon before being transported to Dauphin County Prison. Authorities confirmed the shooting happened early Saturday morning on the 200 block of Saddle Ridge Drive in Susquehanna Township. While the victim was shot in the head, he is expected to be okay, though he is now blind in one eye. McKnight and the victim were confirmed to be the only people in the home at the time of the shooting. The Cumberland County District Attorney's Office confirmed they are leading the investigation after the Dauphin County District Attorney and the State Attorney General's Office both recused themselves due to a conflict of interest. McKnight's bail is currently set at $300,000.
Her ex-husband was able to get some relief when Sonia...
That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough that the bail was too cheap. That's not enough. The first time she shot her husband, she got away with that mess. She tampered with evidence. She got away with that mess. They just punished her a little bit by suspending her. Okay, that's it. Now, the third time she shot this man through the eye. And they try to act like she didn't know that she shot him. She told him, no, you shot yourself. You shot yourself. And he couldn't see. He couldn't see. His eyes, he couldn't see anything, he said. He said, I didn't shoot myself. I know I didn't shoot myself. It wasn't me. Can you imagine? This is evil. This is evil. Now, if they would have got that ass in jail the first time when she shot that first one, okay, we wouldn't have a second shooting, okay? But no, they didn't, because, that's their sister, in the law system, that's their sister, okay? But yet they let her get away with that first shooting. They know that shit wasn't right. But yet they let her get away. She didn't get away this time though. But why did it have to be to that she shot a second person? Why did it have to be to she shot the second person? So now now we got to do something. What kind of nonsense when you should have done something the first time? And then you have all y'all Negroes in the back that y'all was up there by the courthouse clapping for her that she was free and shit. Look at that nonsense. She could have took this man out. The first man, she could have took him out. She could have took him out. Now the second one, she shot in the eye. The man can't even see no more. He can't even see no more. And y'all voted him in there, Philly. Yeah, y'all voted her in there. Even after all the stuff she did in her first term, y'all still gave her the second term. Y'all crazy. Let's continue. Here we go.
The story, that's her new boyfriend, Michael McCoy. In early 2024, she had been seeing Michael for about a year, and on the evening of the incident, Michael told her for the final time that he was done with her for real. He was fed up with their short, tumultuous relationship. He instructed her to move out of his house. Sonia agreed she would. Michael fell asleep.
And why a judge who make all this money, you living in somebody else's house? You supposed to have your own shit. Why are you living with somebody? Why are you living with somebody? Something, oh my God. Let's continue. Here we go.
And later woke up to the worst headache he ever felt. He opened his eyes but couldn't see anything. And the pain was so intense, he thought he was having a brain aneurysm. He yelled for Sonia to call the ambulance, and when responders got on scene, they clearly saw he had been shot. When questioned, Sonia did what she normally.
And you know what she probably thought? She thought that when she shot him, okay, that he was gone. She probably thought that. But then he woke up screaming, asking for help. And that's when she walked up to him, act like, oh, she don't know what happened. She don't know what happened. Yeah, because she thought she deleted him. That's what she thought. So maybe she's trying to make up her alibi, what was going to happen and stuff like that. But that's what she thought. So you go and shoot somebody in the eye. Of course you think that they gone. But the man got up and was like screaming for help. And what she tell him? Oh, you shot yourself. Who does that? Who does that? Oh, you shot yourself. Oh my God. And you didn't call the ambulance. You saw him. You claim he shot himself. You didn't call the ambulance. You didn't call nobody. He had to ask you to call the ambulance and stuff like that. Come on now. Let's continue.
She lied and started making up stories. In this situation, she said the victim did it to himself. She ran to tamper with evidence just like she did in every other case, rushed to wash her hands to try to hide gun residue, and then tried to convince everybody that she was innocent and it was all his fault. Just like she did with her ex-husband.
Yeah, so today kicked off with the judge explaining to the jury how they would be kind of handling these jury deliberations, what they should know, the rules about it, if you will. But one thing that I found very, very interesting in the explanation of how the jury should head into the deliberation room is he talked about how Sonia McNight did not get on the stand. So, Michael McCoy, the man that, Sonia is now accused of shooting the head, he took the stand yesterday, but McKnight never did. And the judge told the jury, that is not evidence against McKnight. This is not something that you can hold against her.
Closing arguments. Can you talk about what the DA said?
Yeah, so the DA, he started his closing arguments sitting down, and he says, looks at the jury, he says, typically you go to sleep and you'll have a nightmare. You wake up from it and it's over. He said Michael McCoy on February 10th, 2024, he woke up to the nightmare. He detailed how, this was a heinous crime committed by Sonia McNight. He asked the jury to put one and one together to come to the conclusion who shot him, and take a listen to him explaining what that's.
It's sad when the prosecutor got to tell the jury put one and one together, because it was only him and Sonia, Judge Sonia, in the house. It was only them two. But you got to put two and two together to actually know, because she's saying he shot himself. So automatically they want to believe the judge. He shot himself. But the man is saying, I did not shoot myself. Good morning, Underrated Darkness. How are you? You understand? Can you imagine? And she thought she was going to get away with it. She thought she was. Let's continue. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons one more time. Also, if you want to see the video, I put it in our community tab. Y'all go check it out. Let's continue with this foolery. Here we go.
Using your common sense, that's what I urge the jurors to do. There were 2 people in that house and only 2 people in that house. And one of them, the one who was shot, said he did not shoot himself. The logical conclusion is the other person did it. And I'm glad the jury ultimately saw the truth in that statement, and they found her guilty on all charges here today.
Elise, you spent hours inside the courtroom over the past 3 days, so a lot to get to and unpack.
Yeah, so I mean, this trial was jam-packed. The jury came from Delaware County, so really it seemed like they were trying to get as much into the day as possible. The trial kicked off Monday. We were in the courtroom from 9 a.m. until 9:15 p.m., just taking one lunch break, one morning break, one afternoon break, and then yesterday, Tuesday, was day 2 of the trial, kicked off at 9 a.m., and we got out around 4:45 after those closing arguments. So it was a jam-packed couple of days. Take a listen to the recap. After 3 days, 24 witnesses, and 50 pieces of evidence, suspended Dauphin County Judge Sonia McNight has been found guilty of first-degree attempted murder and aggravated assault for shooting her ex-boyfriend Michael McCoy in the head while he was sleeping in the early morning hours of February 10th, 2024. The jury...
Only because these 2 men didn't want to be with her no more. These 2 men, the first one, hey Mimi, these 2 men, the first one didn't want to be with her no more. The second one didn't want to be with her no more. And she thought, let me take them out. Mind you, you can tell off the back, this is a city girl. Okay? This is a city girl right off the back. Okay? City girl right off the back. Thank you, Steven. City girl right off the back. You could just tell. Both of these men didn't even want to be with her because more than likely she was just too toxic. Okay? Too toxic. They said all they did was argue. And I'm going to share something with you. My brother, that second one, you would have, I don't know what you was thinking. But she had shot that husband. I know you heard the story about her shooting that husband. And then you go into the lion's den. My brother, ain't no man should have been next to her after that first shooting. Ain't no man, ain't nothing you could have told me that made sense. You know what I'm saying, Stephen? Don't laugh, Stephen. Don't laugh, Stephen. Ain't nothing you could have told me that would have made sense for me to be dating you. Ain't no way. Ain't nothing. And it was in the news too. Ain't nothing you could tell me. Mimi, don't be laughing at me. Ain't nothing you could tell me, damn it. Ain't nothing you could tell me. I wouldn't even want to touch you with you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to touch you with a, what they call that? A long handle spoon, baby. I would not, honey. I'm scared. I'm scared. You went and tried to delete your first husband. The story sound crazy. And then now you want to date me. Okay? Then you telling me, oh no, you shot yourself. Oh, hell no. No, sister got toxic traits. Okay? Green Bean said with the 12-foot pole, thank you, Green Beans. Ain't no way, damn it. Ain't no way I would agree to be with you. Okay? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I don't care. And the sad part is women that's crazy like that, they pussy always be good. It's always the crazy ones that the pussy be good. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Always the pussy is good when they crazy like that. That's what even make men stay, because the pussy be good. They be crazy. Mimi says stop. Yes. Oh my God. No, it's always them crazy ones. Okay, now let's continue the story. Here we go.
The verdict in less than 2 hours. McKnight's bail was set at $3 million and she was taken immediately to the Dauphin County Prison. It was a jam-packed trial beginning Monday morning at 9 a.m. The jury heard from 17 witnesses throughout the day on Monday, including Susquehanna Police Department patrol officers and detectives, the EMS crews that treated McCoy, and forensic experts. Throughout the trial, body cam footage was showed recapping the minutes after police arrived at McCoy's home and up to police interviews with McCoy the day after the shooting. Gunshot residue was brought up frequently throughout the trial. A forensic scientist took the stand to break down her analysis of the gunshot residue tested in this case. She found McCoy's clothing and hands tested positive for having the maximum amount of gunshot residue present, whereas McKnight's pajama shorts, a singular sock, her robe, and one part of her hand tested positive for gunshot residue. Officers testified Monday morning.
And her sneaky butt threw all that stuff in the water, trying to clean it, you know what I'm saying, to make it like, you know, he shot himself. So she was already tampering with everything now because, you know, her hands and the clothing and stuff, she had to go and get that all, threw it in some water to try to get rid of it. But by the time she did all that, the police was coming because she had to call the police, right? She had to call the police. But she didn't even finish cleaning her clothes while the man screaming, thinking he was having an aneurysm, okay? But no, this heifer done shot him, okay? This heifer done shot him. Now, 18 said, do you all think he was romanticized, am I saying that correctly, by her position of power? He probably was. He probably was. But I know good and hell well I wouldn't have stayed with her. I know good and hell well. Once I found out, baby, once you find out that there's a reason why the first one didn't last, okay? Because you know you come across this conversation. Okay, you're going to come across this conversation when you find out why the first situation did not last. Okay, and this was in the newspaper. Okay, this was in the newspaper. You didn't hear anything. Okay, that's why sometimes it's good to Google people's name. Okay, now this is the thing. Once you heard this, baby, no, I can't do nothing with you. I can't do nothing with you. No, I can't. Nah. Okay. Nah, and she probably just was infatuated with this man anyway, because he looked handsome. That second one looked handsome. The picture they showed. Okay? Come on now. No, that's why I tell the ones with the good pussy be crazy. Let's continue. Oh my
washed her hands and dropped her shirt in the toilet before being tested for gunshot residue. Day 2 of the trial kicked off with McCoy's doctors at Hershey Medical Center testifying about the severity of his injuries. His trauma surgeon the night of the shooting said if the bullet went in a different trajectory by just a matter of centimeters, this would have been a very different outcome. On Tuesday, McCoy took the stand for the first time, and he touched on the year-long relationship with McKnight, saying, quote, there were always problems. He says he made it clear to McKnight on Friday, February 9th, 2024, he was serious. The relationship was over. He then went to sleep. He says he woke up with excruciating pain. On the stand, he said, quote, I thought I was having a brain aneurysm. I thought my brain was trying to get out of my head. He testified he was the one who asked McKnight to call 911 in the early hours of Saturday morning and was shocked to later learn he had been shot in the head. When asked if he shot himself, McCoy answered no. He says, I don't know who shot me, but I didn't shoot myself. Tuesday afternoon, McKnight told the judge she would not be taking the witness stand. Her defense lawyer called for the case to be thrown out. That request.
He don't know who shot him, but he didn't shoot himself because he couldn't see. He couldn't see. He said, I don't know who shot me, but I didn't shoot myself. Hey, Side, what's up, baby? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And he still woke up. She shot him in the eye, y'all. And he still woke up. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? They said that if the bullet would have traveled a certain centimeter or something like that, he would have been gone. He would have been sent to glory. This woman, somebody put in the chat, she watched too many murder. Is it Murder, She Wrote? Who wrote that? She watched too many Murder, She Wrote. She old enough to watch Murder, She Wrote, too. She about 48 or 49. She's old enough to watch Murder, She Wrote, damn it. Oh, my God. Let's continue. Here we go.
In closing arguments, McKnight's lawyer told the jury the Commonwealth did not provide enough evidence to meet the burden of proof and to find McKnight not guilty. Whereas the Commonwealth asked the jury to piece all the evidence together and come to the conclusion McKnight was the one who pulled the trigger. He said to the jury, quote, when you apply your common sense to this case, the only person who could have committed this crime is right here, McCormick said, pointing at McKnight. And in under 2 hours Wednesday morning, the jury came to that decision, finding Sonia McNight guilty on 2 felony charges.
also a new mugshot that we got within the last 2 hours.
Yeah, so that is newly released, and it's an interesting, picture that is accompanied on her Crime Watch announcing the charges. It's one of her smiling quite big. Definitely something that was surprising to see, if you would, something that will, as you mentioned earlier,
They said the mug shot, she was smiling in the mug shot, y'all. She was smiling in the mug shot, okay? Now, I don't want to hear, a crazy defense. I don't want to hear something wrong. Oh, she crazy. No, I don't want to hear none of that, because why was she smiling in her mug shot, okay? Did she know that whoever gonna take the case gonna free her? You know what I'm saying? But if they free her, please don't let this woman do no more law, because this doesn't make no sense. Okay? If they free her, because they said she got to go for she was found guilty, and they got to go, I think it's next month, I think, that she has to go for sentencing. So, whoever is on the bench can change that time. Whoever the judge is can change that time. All right. So let's get into the foolery. All right. They determine how much, time you get. Why was she smiling though? Why was she smiling? Oh my God. Black Queen, how are you? Daniel said, evil, evil, evil. Yes, baby. If y'all like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Donate to the page as well. Okay. I got 55 people in here, but I only got 44 likes. That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay. I'm in here talking my shit. At least give me all the likes now. Okay. Be nice. Okay. At least give me all the likes. Damn. Y'all rude. All of y'all is rude. All y'all who didn't hit the... How you come to somebody's house, you don't even hit the like button? You know what I'm saying? Y'all rude. You rude in here. Okay? Hit the like button. You rude, damn it. You rude. Hit the like button. Okay? Donate to the channel. Okay? Because I need some more raggedy hair ties. Okay? Donate to the channel. Be nice, damn it. Okay? Y'all being mean today. Y'all being mean today. Okay, let's continue. Here we go.
As of right now on that Crime Watch with the, pinned note, Sonia McNight charged with, attempted murder.
Now, she was out of prison up until now. What did the judge do when it comes to her bail to get her in prison now?
So her initial bail was set at $300,000, which she originally posted, allowing her out until today. But the judge increased her bail to $3 million. And when he made that announcement, if you would, you could.
That's not enough. 3 million? That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. 3 million is not enough. They should have went higher. 3 million is not enough. Make sure that ass stay in there. Make sure she stay in there. 3 million is not enough, damn it. I'm sorry. 48 years old, you don't have enough common sense. You 48 years old, you don't have enough common sense to know you ain't supposed to do shit like that. Like, you get a powerful position and you fuck up, okay? 3 million ain't enough, damn it. 3 million ain't enough. Ain't that some shit? But y'all be getting in here and saying, oh, the white man always want to bring me down. The white man be bringing me down. The white man be bringing me down. But when y'all get powerful positions, my brothers and sisters, when y'all get powerful positions, y'all fuck up. You fuck up, okay? Just like City Girl Judge, let me see. City Girl Judge, a couple months ago, y'all remember she was in Bankhead. There was some other judge that was in Bankhead with her girlfriend, and she was fighting an off-duty cop. They was telling them to leave the club or something, or I think he was breaking up the fight between her and somebody else, and she was going off on him. Now you looking like City Girl Ratchet Hood and shit with this mini skirt on. You in Bankhead. You in Bankhead. Why are you the hell in Bankhead? You a judge now. You in Bankhead. You rocking out in Bankhead. This is the nonsense. You supposed to be somewhere eating caviar, okay? Drinking some champagne and shit. You out there in Bankhead, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Don't let Takee be no judge. Bitch, what? I'm where? I'm in Bankhead? You will never find me in Bankhead. Good morning. Good morning, Ricky. How are you? Bitch, what? Okay, I'm not being mean to Bankhead, but damn it, if I was a judge, you wouldn't see me in no club. Maybe a gazar, maybe a cigar, a club or some shit. Yes, yes. Don't laugh at me, Daniel. Maybe a cigar club and shit. Yeah, that's it. Maybe out there, I'm out there trying to, play golf and shit. Maybe that. But I'm not gonna be in Bankhead. Okay. Tracy, thank you, baby. You the only one that love me, Tracy, today. You the only one that love me, baby. Thank you for the $10 super chat. All of y'all being mean to me today. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, nobody want to hit the like button and stuff. None of that. Y'all being mean. Okay. Y'all being mean today. Okay. Nobody want to show me love. Y'all just being mean. Okay. I don't know. I ain't do nothing to none of y'all. I didn't do nothing. Okay? Thank you, Tracy. Tracy, the only one. The rest of y'all being mean. Now I'm not talking to my regulars because y'all always donate. But y'all, the rest of y'all who I don't see y'all, just the number up there, y'all being mean today. But you came and watched the whole show. Okay? That's terrible. Now, just like I told y'all, she was out there in Bankhead doing nonsense and she got caught up. And she get in there tell him who she is. And she said, you going to regret. You going to regret what? You going to regret what? Who's going to regret it? Who's going to regret it? Okay? Who's going to regret it? Okay? Who going to regret it, baby? You going to regret it. You don't lose. Y'all get in here and get good positions and you lose the shit for nonsense. Steven, thank you, baby. Can you play my song? Yes, I will. I will play your song. Thank you, baby. So yeah, that's it. Here we go. Let's finish it out.
An audible gasp in the courtroom.
Wow. So over a year later, Sonia is locked up for the first time after a long time of getting away with a lot. They decided to protect her by sending her to another jail. Instead of the jail she sent thousands of defendants to, the dishonorable former honorable judge is facing a maximum 60 years in prison. She'll find out how much mercy one of her former colleagues will have on her in May when the disgraced judge is back in court for sentencing. I think the second most annoying thing in this case is how these people in this county kept supporting this obvious lying narcissist.
Now tell me what happened. I got tickets.
Let me share something with y'all. Whoever is the judge is not going to give her 60 years. I'm telling you right now. Whoever is that judge will not give. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. They ain't giving her those 60 years. How much we gonna come back to it? Because Pink Book Lessons is going break it down. We're going to come back to it. Whoever is the judge residing over that case will not be giving her 60 years. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay? Those judges, they look out for each other. They not going to give her no 60 years. Okay? They're not going to give her no 60 years. All right? Now, I thought this was funny. A young man put this on social media. Okay? I just want y'all to hear it. Okay? It's not for Tracy. It's not for Steven. But this is what I want y'all to hear. This man said this. He said, I go to the gym to lift weights, but it's not for the reason that you think I go to gym to lift weights. Okay? Okay? Here we go. This is what he said. This was funny.
I hate when women think because you work out, you want a fit woman, or you want a woman with a six-pack. You think I'm lifting weights and doing push-ups so I can lift up a woman 140 pounds? I could do that without working out. I'm working out so I can lift you, because you 250, you 300. I gotta work out to do that. I'm gonna lie, I hate when women think because you work out, you want a fit woman, or you want a woman with a six-pack. You think I'm lifting weights and doing push-ups so I can lift up a woman 140 pounds? I could do that without working out. I'm working out so I can lift you, because you 250.
That's wrong. I had fell out. When I heard this, I was like, no. And I played it for my husband. And he was like, he right. Because, you big girls, you bring a problem. A brother got to get in there and get some weights up. Yeah, I died laughing. Okay, I ain't going, listen, I know it's mean. Okay, now, I want y'all to hear this too. Okay, this is something else that I found too. And, I didn't find it. Y'all already know the person who sang this song. But it touched my heart. So I had to just play that because it brought some flashback memory last night. So I just wanted to play that. Okay, now let me see. What else do I want to play? They have this woman, they took these words for this woman that had terrorized terrorized, where was she, in Pakistan, or she terrorized Pakistan, and they done took this woman's words. See, the thing that gets me in our community is that the most ghettoish shit turned into the most popular shit. The most ghetto shit turns into the most popular shit. Here we go. They got a whole cartoon thing of this woman right here, and this was the clip for the cartoon. Here we go.
20K by this week in cash. That's a demand to the government. Respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to halal. I need 20K by this.
They done made this girl a cartoon. They have made this girl a cartoon. The most ghetto shit. Y'all always doing some nonsense. Okay? Always my people. They done made this damn woman a cartoon. Here we go. One more time.
20K by this week in cash. That's a demand to the government. Respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to halal. I need 20K by this week in cash. That's a demand.
This girl a cartoon. Okay? Oh my God. She got a doll in her image. I believe you. I believe you, Steven. Oh my God. I ain't see it yet. All right? I ain't see it yet. Let's get in here because Steven said play my music. I gotta also get something for Tracy too. Tracy, baby, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, and thank you so much to Steven for the $2 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. Okay. The rest of y'all being mean to me today, I don't know. I didn't do anything to y'all. Y'all being mean. Okay. I didn't do nothing. Y'all just being mean today. Okay. Keep your meanness. Keep your meanness, okay? Keep that meanness to yourself, okay? Keep that meanness. Mm-hmm. Now, let me see. And why can't I find this video? Mm-hmm. Where is it? I don't know why it's taking so long. It's me, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just humming. Here we go. That pH balance, baby. Here we go. That pH balance. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. Please stand by. Check that pH balance, baby. Steven said, please stand by. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. Tracy laughing. Tracy, that's your song too, baby. Check that pH balance, baby. What'd he say? Something is off. Oh shit. Something ain't right. That pussy stink, baby. Something is in the air tonight. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Something smells fishy. It smells fishy. And we ain't eating fish. Thinking to myself, what the hell is this? He said I was thinking to myself, sex is good, but please do better. We got to get that pH balance together, baby. Clean that pussy, baby. Clean that pussy. Nasty. That's nasty. Steven is a troublemaker. That is nasty. Okay? That's nasty. Okay? Steven is a troublemaker. Okay? Yes. I said it. He a troublemaker. Now, let's get in here. Tracy, let me see what I got for you, baby. Now, this is a song that every black family know this song, okay? This is a song that every black person know, okay? And if you don't know it, you not black. Here we go.
It's a song that black people cannot resist singing. Stitch this out so I can see.
Not only can we not resist singing this, we all turn into actors and do multiple parts. And you're going to sing everybody part. I know you are.
Everybody part.
Don't believe me? Here we go.
What's the song
that's nasty? Now, if you don't know that song, because I'm like President Biden right now. If you don't know that song, you ain't black. If you don't know that song, you ain't black, damn it. Now, and I was trying my best not to sing it. You know, you got to hold it in because I'm trying to be professional. Okay? Trying to be professional. I was trying to hold it in. Okay? Now, let's get into the next foolery. Thank you guys for everybody who was here. Thank you for everybody who came and rocked out with me. I appreciate y'all. Let's get into the next foolery. Okay? Now, Green Me said, or they were born too late. Now, that's true too. Let's get into the next foolery. Okay? Now, let me see what we got. I want y'all to hear what this sister said. Okay. Now, this sister have to be in her 40s. She looked like she in her 40s. And I want to know, at 40, should you still be getting flown out at 40? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Should you still be getting flown out at 40? I want to know. Yes or no? Should you still be flying out that pussy at 40? Let's get in here. Now, we done already did the hard stuff this morning. Let's get into the foolery now, okay? Should you be flying out that pussy at 40? Okay, Renee said no. Renee, that's right. Should you be still, we got to know, okay? We got to know, okay? Should you still be flying out that pussy at 40? Okay? Hottie said shouldn't be doing it at 20. Damn it. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, Daniel said, what the hell? No, you should be married. Yes, you should. Okay. Yes, you should. Now, Miss Straight Up No Chaser said, that's a young girl stuff, you know. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Take heed. Now, it depends on where my husband is, what part of the country he is. Like if he went back home and he said to me, come meet me here, come to the house, come back home. Okay. I'm going to bring the pussy to him. Yes, I would. Yes. So take heed in her old age. Yes, I would travel out and bring the pussy to my husband. Okay. But this woman is 40. She said they asked her a question. Okay. Stephen, don't laugh at me. They asked her a question. Would she do it? And this is what she said. Okay. Oh my God.
Relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
Absolutely.
While in a relationship?
Yeah.
What about your man? How do you think he'll feel about that?
Damn. If somebody flies me out, period, I'm out. You only live once. I'm a Pisces.
If you're in a relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
So that got something to do with because you're a Pisces. She said because she's a Pisces. Scorpio is the most dangerous one on the panel. Scorpio is the most one. Okay? I don't care about none of y'all other stars and alignments and shit. Now, we know we ain't supposed to go. We know we ain't supposed to be thinking about this, stars and align and stuff. We not supposed to. But I do. I'm a Scorpio. Yeah. Scorpio is the most dangerous one up there out of all of y'all. Okay. Scorpio, when it comes to sex, Scorpio is a problem. I don't care how old Scorpio is. And I don't care how old Scorpio is. Scorpio is a problem. No matter what age Scorpio is, they a problem. Okay? I don't care about none of y'all signs. All y'all want to put y'all signs in here. I give two shits about y'all sign. Okay? But Scorpio is a problem. Okay? Scorpio is a problem no matter what age. Okay? Now, I'm going to share something with you. Once you give Scorpio something on a regular, like say if Scorpio was locked down for a minute, Sometimes Scorpios get locked down for a minute and they just not doing nothing. But once you unleash the Scorpio to get in it every day, okay? Scorpio's a problem, okay? Scorpio will be telling you some shit in the midst of y'all doing it. Grab my neck. Hold my arms up. You know what I'm saying? Lean me to the side. Put your leg. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. So she said, I'm a Pisces. They ain't got nothing to do with it. You being a hoe. Okay? Same thing with Scorpio too. If you out there getting flown out, you got a man. She said she got a man. The man asked her, what if somebody wanted to fly you out? She said, yeah, F him. No, that shit ain't right. I don't care what sign you are. You got a man. Somebody want to fly you out. You tell them, hell no, I'm not going to know. You don't know what this person got in store for you. You talking about flying out. And you look like you in your 40s. My uncle said a fool at 40 is a fool forever. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. How? A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Why would you think, okay, somebody fly you out? Okay? Oh, somebody said, okay. Charlie, Lady Boss, my dear, I always talk like that. You got to scroll up, baby. You got to scroll up. This grown folks conversation. You got to scroll up, baby. Okay? I don't want to offend you. Oh, okay? I don't want to offend you. This grown folks conversation. Okay? You got to scroll up. Okay? Now, how you go? You got a man, and this is what you know what I'm saying? This is what you think. That, yeah, you 40 years old, and it's okay for somebody to fly you out because you only live once. Let's hear her say that shit again. Here we go.
Relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
Absolutely.
While in a relationship?
Yeah.
What about your man? How do you think he'll feel about that?
Damn. If somebody flies me out, period, I'm out. You only live once. I'm a Pisces.
If you're in a relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
You only live once. I'm a Pisces. Oh my God. I can't. Now we're gonna get a little serious because when I heard this, I was like, damn, he right. Okay. So we have a lot of issues when it comes to Africans and African Americans. Y'all know we do. It's nasty. Okay. It's nasty because Africans are taught certain things about African Americans and African Americans are taught certain things about Africans. And I'm going to share something with you. Not all African people are bad. And African people have to understand that not all African American people are bad. That's the uncomfortable truth. And I'm going to share something with you. People who refuse to find out the truth, okay? People who refuse to find out the truth, you will always be lost. You will always be lost. Because we get in here and we believe that because of the actions of an African person, that all of them are bad, all of them are evil. So you hear a lot of, stories about them. But I want y'all to hear what this brother said, okay? And then I think I have another clip of a sister who moved to Ghana, okay? So we gonna get into the foolery. Now, Ricky said these holes is for everybody. That was the last segment. Now, Wallace, how are you? How you doing, honey? Let's get into the foolery. Here we go.
When you get to America, you have to say America is a system. The first day you enter in America, it's literally having someone on your shoulder saying this, hey, you see this black American kid? He looks like you. He talks like you. He even has the same hair as you, but Charlie, he no be you. You see, look at him. He's shooting guns. He's wearing his pants this way. Oh, look at his hair. You're from Ghana, royal family, Ashanti culture. This is not you. And so the moment, as soon as you're at that airport, you disconnect. Oh, that's not me. So whatever you see him, he's suffering with, You taught from day one, oh, that's not you. Don't let the color, fool you. That's not you. Now, what you don't know is this. That same man that met you there has gone to that same black guy in America. Hey, Charlie, you see this African guy? He's got the same color hair as you. He has the same texture. But he's not you. Look at him. He's swinging on trees. Look at his stomach. He can't feed his people. Every negative thing about Africa, they will tell him. So he says, I'm not that neither. So the moment you land in America, you're like this. Separated. You are separated. The system is built for separation. To get a visa, you're automatically separated. Yes. So by the time you enter that country, you are already in the...
Now, I know that's nasty, but it's true. Because we're taught different things about each other. Another thing what I learned, because I had always wanted to go to Africa, okay, since I was 19 years old, way before I met my husband. But I always wanted to travel to Africa because I always wanted to see how it was. I didn't believe the stories that they told. I wanted to see it for myself, right? So when I truly found out about Africa and how beautiful it was and how the houses were and stuff like that, I was like, so Africa is like America because we have certain bad parts, that the houses look ran down and things are not together, but we also have beautiful houses that look like kingdoms, you know what I'm saying? And you have maids and stuff like that, but it's not that you're abusing anybody, you know what I'm saying? Laying hands on people, stuff like that. No. But some people do that in Africa, but you being, the madame or the Olga of the land, you don't do stuff like that. That always disheartened me, trying to lay hands on people. That's bad. I never liked stuff like that. But when I finally saw how beautiful Africa was, I cried because I didn't know that it looked like that. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. I want to share something with y'all. When you travel to Africa, for you not to get mistreated or railroaded, you have to have a link to Africa. Okay? Now, the link should just be us, right? But that's not true. You have to have the link to Africa will mean that you married somebody. Okay? That's your link to Africa. I'm not telling y'all to go marry people from Africa. I'm just telling you, when you want to put your feet in the sand, you want to put your feet on the ground and not be used, you have to have a link to Africa. Some of y'all go in there and y'all build property over there and they charge y'all like 3 times more than what they charge the locals when it comes to food and stuff like that. And anything you're trying to do, they charge you 3 times more. Especially, I heard, in Ghana. And that's sad because the president of Ghana asked all those people to come home. The government asked all those people to come home. And they gave them a big portion of land to build. And yet they're charging them an arm and a leg. And that's terrible. Okay? That's terrible. They shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. A lot of y'all who African American who moved to Ghana, some of y'all bloodlines may not even be there. You know what I'm saying? Your bloodline may not be in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? You may be from another part, or you may just been from here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all all traveling to Ghana. And I'm going to share something with you. Let's not act like our bloodline was not here already in the Americas. Let's not act like that. Okay? But you might not be from Ghana. You may be from another tribe. And yet y'all all settling down here. Which I'm not saying that Ghana is not beautiful. I'm not saying that, other places are not beautiful in Africa. But I want y'all to understand something. You're getting railroaded because you don't have a link. Like right now, if I went back home to Nigeria, and I call Nigeria my home because my children, and I call Nigeria my home because of my husband. Okay, So my children, you ask my children what they are, they will tell you they're Nigerian. They will tell you. And in the beginning, they was like a little sad because they said to me, Mama, you African American. So I told her, I said, no, you can say you Nigerian. I don't feel bad that you say that. So our kids say that they are Nigerian. So my link is through them. So if I go back home, just, for vacation or whatever, I'm not going to get railroaded when I buy clothes, when I buy food and stuff like that, because I have my link. A lot of y'all go there, you don't have a link. And so this is how y'all get used for land, businesses and stuff like that. And anytime you buying something, they charge you like an outrageous price. Like I'm going to be able to go to the market and get the right price like everybody else because of my husband. You know what I'm saying? My people, even though I know you want to go back home, but you got to make sure you think wisely before you travel back home. There's a woman who came up here and she said that going back home was hard. That when you go back home, that you get mistreated and stuff, and people are, they're charging you an arm and a leg. And I had her clip here too. She said it's so messed up how they get done down there in Ghana. And I said, damn, that's horrible. That is horrible because it's not right. You shouldn't be mistreated like that. It shouldn't be like that. I'm hoping I still got it. I thought I had the clip with me. It was amazing because she spoke her truth. She said it's not fair that they do all that. And the thing is that some of these people have took out their whole life savings to travel back to Ghana. And the thing is, you may not even be a part of, you may not, see, I probably lost it. You may not even be a part of Ghana. Your bloodline might not even been here. And so you out there building in Ghana, and that's not where you supposed to be at. It's sad. Let me see if I got it. Nope, I don't have it, y'all. Sorry. Maybe I'll find it later. It was so good. And she was speaking her truth about the whole situation, about Ghana. We have to do better. I didn't say go and go in there blindly, okay? Don't go to Africa blindly, okay? Be wise and understand the culture before you go there. Okay? Green Bean said my ancestry is from here. That's right. Because there's some of us that are from here. Don't let anybody fool y'all. Some of us are from here. Remember everybody they traveled. Okay? Now, I want to share this with y'all because this came from Angry Man Channel, okay? Angry Man Channel. I want y'all to hear what this brother said at the end, but I also want you to hear what China said too. China got smoked for America. They not playing. China out here wilding. We gonna jump back on China real quick and then I'm gonna let y'all go, okay? So hear what this man said right here.
China, let me show you the United States products in my home. Nothing. Do you have something from China in your home?
And that right there is what you should be mad about. To all the Americans, those of you that are against Trump and Elon Musk, instead of this misplaced anger that you have towards Elon and Trump, that's what you should be mad about. They have been getting rich off of us for probably my entire lifetime.
Mine too.
And you're sitting here upset because because Trump put tariffs on China? Man, please.
Hello from China. Let me show you the...
Now, what Angry Man is saying, he's correct. Shout out to Angry Man Channel. Guys, please like and subscribe to that brother channel. Y'all probably already like and subscribe to his channel already. But like and subscribe if you are not. The Angry Man's channel, okay? Angry Man Channel. Tracy said that's why people check out their ancestries and their lineage. Now, this is true. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Now we talking about the last subject. That's what you're supposed to do. Green Bean said they all that's so we can volunteer to give up our land. That's true too. That's true too. I'm not saying go and do that. I'm saying that we got to understand that regardless of how far we are from one another, okay, that the bloodlines, every bloodline in the whole entire world originated from Africa. That's the one thing, Africa. There's nothing wrong with visiting Africa. Don't get it twisted. I would never tell anybody don't visit Africa. There's nothing wrong with visiting. But when you're going to settle in down there, you need to have a link so nobody don't use you. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do. Because that's our mindset. When we get a little older, that's our mindset. Malik, how are you? So Take Heat probably won't be doing this. Take Heat won't be up here on these YouTubian streets, okay? Exactly. 18 said exactly, Tracy. I would have to look into the history of both grandparents on maternal and paternal side. Yes, I would too. I kid you not, a lot of people say my face look like I'm from Ghana. Then I heard a brother say my face look like I'm Jamaican, but people always say Ghana. I don't get offended. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it may bother you if people make you, say you from another area, but it doesn't bother me. Now I gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. Before I go, I want y'all to listen to this real quick. So, remember how we always talk about how those some women who have their, boyfriends, right, that they chill with, they rock out with from the LGBTQIA plus, right? Okay. And they always say, nah, that's just my girl. We just tight like that. You know what I'm saying? They tell y'all this. Remember, I always tell y'all, something always happen when they get those margaritas, okay? Okay, something always happen when they get in there and they start popping that stuff in their mouth and doing all types of foolery. They go back to the original order, okay? Remember, I told y'all this. They always rock back to the original order, okay? When they drunk, okay? When they drunk, that true spirit come out of them. When they rock back to their original order and what they use. Oh, I was drunk. Oh, I had took some substance that made me do what I did. Come on now. Now I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to Christopher Mack. He dropped this on social media. Check this out, y'all.
This is why I have trust issues in a relationship. Because of this sassy seducer right here. And you're wondering, what do you mean by that? Story time. So I used to work with this dude, right? And he told me that he was as joyful as the day is long. He was strictly dickly, except for the fact that every few months he would like to pop a molly and put his P in a V. And he said most of the V that he got was always his close girlfriends, and they always had boyfriends. But they didn't count it as cheating because he was gay. They looked at it like, eating ice cream at the end of a bad day. A little comfort peen. So after this, if you're a straight man, you're asking yourself, do I gotta watch out for gay and straight men around my girl? Yes. And this is why I have trust issues.
Now, is that true? Put it in the chat. Because we talked about this before, that this happens. He said all I had to do was pop a molly. He said his coworker, all he had to do was pop a molly, and the women don't look at it as cheating because that's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's why when women who got a man and they around their, girlfriend, boyfriend, okay? Girlfriend, boyfriend, we gonna say it, okay? When women who have a man and they got that friend that's from the LGBTQIA plus, and it's a man, and she knows that she can walk around him naked. You know what I'm saying? Because she's comfortable. Okay? Okay? Okay, she's comfortable around him because, you know, he wearing a wig. He got a dress on. Okay? And y'all always forget this man got a dick. He got a dick. Did I say that right? He got a dick. Y'all always forget that part. This man got a dick. Okay? So if you in the jacuzzi with him and y'all did like a sleepover, all y'all girlfriends did a sleepover, okay, y'all drinking and popping pills and stuff, and y'all all in a jacuzzi together, and if you rubbing your titties on him and all this other stuff and jumping on him and this and that, of course, dick is gonna meet pussy. Of course. Y'all get in here and y'all do the most dumbest shit. Okay? Oh no, we just went on vacation. We went out the country because that's your girl boy, you know, got the wig on in the dress. So you able to walk around him naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? You able to do all those things, lay in the bed with him. That's why I didn't like that thing that who was the wife? I forgot her name. She was laying on Carlos like that. They was on a ship or something. And she was on Carlos' lap. Why are you on his lap? I don't care, y'all friends. I don't care if y'all friends. Why are you on his lap? And then he spanked her butt like 2 times. Why are you doing that? Now people was like, no, Carlos is married to a man and this and that. And she married. They wouldn't do nothing. No, because they don't look at it as cheating. And I'm not saying Carlos is sleeping with her, but I'm saying, you know, we going to say alleged. I'm just saying that it's not right. You're married. I don't care that he wears a dress. I don't care that he wears a wig. I don't care if they get their nails done or whatever. He got a dick. He got a dick. You don't walk around him naked. He got a dick. Okay? You don't sleep in the same bed together. You playing and shit. That's my girl, this and that and all this dumb shit. No. Because some of y'all get pregnant by these men. Some of y'all get pregnant. He's still a man. Regardless. If you walk around a man that is your friend, let's talk about it. If he just was a man, he wasn't from the LGBTQIA plus, and you walk around this man and he's just your friend. Okay? You walk around him booty butt naked and shit, titty ass and everything out. Okay? He's going to get hard. This is just your friend. Okay? So you telling me the one from the LGBTQIA plus that you walking around this one and he's naked, you naked. You gonna tell me that dick not gonna rise? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I know we being fresh today, but put it in the chat. Is the dick gonna rise? It's gonna rise. I don't even need y'all to finish it. It's going to rise. Because it's the natural order. It's the natural order. It's going to rise. Okay? It's gonna rise. So if you see a woman and her titties is hanging out, that's any man. That's any man. I don't care what they say they are. That's any man. You see a woman with her titties, her ass, and everything hanging out, of course, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. Y'all got to stop getting in here talking like, oh, no, we just friends. We just this and that. No. When ass and titty is in the same, ass and titties and dick is in the same area, okay? Somebody getting doggy style. That doesn't make sense. We both in the house, we naked, we walking around, we drinking. Somebody is sucking and fucking. I don't want, y'all be getting in here saying the most dumbest shit. Oh no, that would never happen. She sat on Carlos' lap. He smacked her ass twice and the husband didn't see nothing wrong with it. I showed my husband the video. He said, if you ever try, we gonna have a problem. I said, I didn't say I would try. I said, that's her friend. Okay. Carlos is her friend. Okay. I'm just saying. Carlos is her friend. So that's the excuse that y'all use to do dumb shit. Carlos or her friend. So she might, and I'm not saying this could be just alleged, but she probably walked around him naked. She might have did, because that's her friend. He was holding her and shit. Nobody thought that was strange. I don't care how many people you have slept with from the same sex. I don't care. Once y'all start drinking, once you start popping stuff in your mouth and everything, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? And once you get naked, everything go back to the natural order. Okay? Everything go back to the natural order. Okay? Let's not get in here. Y'all be having these jacuzzi shits and be thinking, oh no, nothing's gonna happen. All of a sudden you hear some moaning and shit. No, we won't do that. Now I gotta go. I just want to say that to you. I gotta go. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Y'all be safe, okay, out here. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? I start my shit with y'all tomorrow, okay? Let me see. Will it be tomorrow? My husband is off tomorrow. Okay, it might be tomorrow. Okay, it might be tomorrow. Yeah, the dog is calling. He only said the dog is, he's selfish. Okay, this dog is very spoiled. He doesn't like to be outside. And he looks like a bear. Like, why you don't like to be outside? This is the wilderness. It's only your backyard. You know what I'm saying? He's demanding. He's demanding. I got to bring the food out to him and stuff. He's demanding. He's demanding. Look at him right now. He calling me. Like, what? Why are you taking so long? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got to go. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can donate through Venmo. You can donate through Super Chat right now. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmraxfashion.com. Okay. Mercari, POSHMARK, eBay. Let me see. Mercari, POSHMARK, eBay. The links are in my bio. Okay. If you want to shop merch, scroll to the top of the page and you will see shop or store. Hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, and baby clothes. Okay? Y'all get in there. Okay? Like he the owner. That's right. He do act like he the owner. Damn it. He do. Okay? Malik, thank you for the $10 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. Okay? Everybody was trying to be funny to me today. Okay? Everybody was being mean to me today. Okay? I appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. And I gotta go, but I'm gonna hit you with this one right here, Malik, real quick. This young man said this. This was so funny. I'm gonna hit you with
I hate when women think because you work out, you want a fit woman, or you want a woman with a six pack. You think I'm lifting weights and doing push-ups so I can lift up a woman 140 pounds? I could do that without working out. I'm working out so I can lift you, because you 250, you 300. I gotta work out to do that. You know, I hate when women think because you work out, you want a fit woman, or you want a woman with a six pack. You think I'm lifting weights and doing push-ups so I can lift up a woman 140 pounds? I could do that without working out. I'm working out so I can lift you, because you 250, you 300. I gotta work out to do that.
He said, you 250, you 300, you too big. I gotta work out to lift that. Oh my God. Now here's the music for going out, y'all. Take heed to the message, everybody.